problem.
Not the
Hear you really well, nothing else. Everyone else is a jumble.
Okay, everybody. Christina, we're on. Ellie, we're on.
Okay. I'm going to be translating.
Hassel, we're on.
Okay. You don't want to miss this one.
I'm translating Spanish.
No. It's on. Okay.
Go.
Go. Okay.
Homework. Yay.
Homework. Quiz 2. Abhidharma. Turn 16. Okay. So the first question is, we finished all the 22 powers briefly. I mean, like an introduction to all the 22. And then the last, and then we talked about, wait, we haven't finished, right?
Well, we finally listed the
right,
22.
We did.
We didn't understand everything, but we got the list.
Right. And then two of them is the power of life force and then the awareness. How do they assert their powers? It's kind of similar.
Yes, all the way.
Just nobody.
It's just total silence. I think they've been meditating.
It's late. Sugan, it's morning for you.
Look, if it's late, it's bad for him. If it's morning, it's bad for him.
Okay, I guess.
That was
Searches power by sustaining.
Yeah.
power of
Are you
life
asking what is the
keeps you-
mechanism of what it does?
Yeah. What it? Yeah.
How does
Basically.
it power?
Yeah. What do they do?
the power of life keeps you as a person that you were, and then keeps you the person you were in the past, and then continues to keep you to be that same kind of being in the future. Ring draw, same kind of being.
What about the awareness work? Is that your right?
Yeah.
It's
Same, but awareness.
but it's about making cross.
Oh yeah, it brings you from the past life into the present life, and then it helps you cross the line from the present life into the next life, future life.
Oh, you got 3 new Chinese words from you in the future. Yay. Well, second question, what are the 5 powers of feelings?
Ooh,
Just tell me what are they first.
easy question.
So the heart, like
One.
eye, ear, nose, tongue.
Wait. Feelings.
Feeling good or feeling bad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but why 5?
Which means physical, mental good feeling, mental bad feeling, and one neutral.
Which one is neutral, physical or mental?
There's only one neutral, is what I said.
Nice question.
Why?
Trick question. Don't trust him.
Because it's so weak, it doesn't matter.
It's not strong enough, yeah.
Physical has
To
a neutral.
divide.
It's not work.
She said it's so weak, we don't try to separate it.
Yeah, they're so similar to each other. There's no reason to divide them.
Not much feeling there, basically. How do they assert their powers?
Ooh.
You can be
How? I don't know, but
very about each one.
they assert power towards mental negativities. Is that what you're asking?
Towards what?
Negativities.
Negativities. Yes.
Good.
Cool.
Yay.
Oh, there's no answer. Oh, no, here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, and to be more specific, attachment comes from the good
Y
feelings.
para ser más específico, el apego viene de un buen sentimiento.
Sí.
Gracias. And anger comes from
El enojo viene del sentimiento del sufrimiento. Malinterpretar.
Hold off, espera hasta que estás en el cuarto de traducción, por favor.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Brian, we don't mind your dog barking, but we don't.
I'm sorry, guys.
what's unique. You can
Can somebody please make sure that Hasso is in the translation room? For some reason, it didn't work.
He's supposed to be in the Spanish channel. Can you try it again, please?
Thank you, all the translators. So the specific one is in Abhidharma, misunderstanding, like neutral feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's funny. To me, it's interesting to think in this way because it reminds me of the first 8 levels of mind stance. Like when you got so numb, and you don't feel much. It's quite okay.
It's funny because when you meditate with the same group, it's all noisy. And when you ask for homework, it gets totally quiet.
Okay, question 3. How are the 3 powers, which is lastly, they all have interesting names. Turning misunderstanding into understanding, understanding well, and having understanding. How do they assert their powers?
Very difficult to hear you, Stanley. That's the only reason we're not answering questions well, I'm certain.
Yeah, Stanley, it sounds a little bit like you're underwater. Are you just going through Geshe-La's mic?
Yeah. Oh,
But he's sitting right in front of it.
is it really? Are you
That's-
joking?
Now it's better. Yeah, now it's better.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
worked.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know. So how do the last 3 powers assert their powers?
It was not the mic.
Yeah, that's not the mic.
Hey, Haggerty, you could do this thing.
One that turns misunderstanding into understanding. And then the others. So I don't know what the other 2 are though.
Basically,
Understanding well and having your understanding.
let me give you one keyword. Suppress. Suppress.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
Okay. Okay, they assert their powers by suppressing negativity and increasing positivity.
Yay.
And then bonus question, if you can relate these 3 powers to the 5 paths,
Sorry.
to 3 of the 5 paths, which one would you match to each of the 3 powers? These 3 powers to the 5.
Tong Lam, Gom Lam, and
Yes.
no more learning. Milop Melam. In the same order that you just listed them.
Starting from Tong Lam.
Yeah, Tong Lam is turning misunderstanding into understanding. Gom Lam is understanding well, and Milop Lam having understanding.
Great. I was curious, and then I checked the Tang Dynasty from commentary from the Indo-Tang Tibetan tradition.
Yay.
Yeah, it's all clear now.
I found out that Geshe, in the later part of this test, we'll talk about it more. So we don't have to go into details right now. The 3 Tibetan words.
Ooh, STWs.
Rikja,
Heavy.
Ooh, Ringdra.
Ringja
Ringdra.
of the same class or type or something.
Yeah. Word, help me with this word.
Yay, Word. Hey, Word, how do you have time to be a consultant to every single translator?
Forgo a life.
Ning Yopa, Yowa,
Jorwa.
Nim Sen Jowa.
Crossing into the next life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or make the crossing, maybe you put, because it's short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make the cross. That's
Make the
Christian tradition.
Yeah, that's not
Bear the cross.
Oh, let me add.
Crossing.
Yeah.
Okay, he's getting religious though.
I'm being American, right? That do.
Pleasure and suffering.
Why is it so long? That's the question.
Yeah,
What is
that's
your,
what-
what's coming now?
the eternal happiness of springtime and the eternal despair of winter.
Wait, but what if I said this word in the particular context of Abhidharma?
Nice question. That's a great comment. He got you guys.
He did.
Physical, yeah.
Physical.
Always, it is all
Oh,
context. Like Geshe said, each school is a different language. So we give you one more.
Suppress.
Suppress. How do you pronounce this word?
Gonun.
Gonun? Gonun?
Gonun.
Gonun. Okay, suppress.
Yeah.
Gonun. Okay.
Gonun.
Okay, Geshe, this is my
Oh, okay. This is
something for
gonna.
you.
Did Word help you on this or not?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, then it's probably correct. Okay. So I'll start like this. Good. By the way, I forgot to mention that in colloquial Tibetan, Wangpo can mean sexual organ. So, even just by itself, just Wangpo, which in philosophy means sense power. In spoken Tibetan, it often means sexual organ, specifically.
Same in Chinese.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. And male or female. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Is it-
he translated this perfectly. Okay, it's good.
Just for my own knowledge, is an intersex person a word?
There is a word. Oh, I don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
definitely.
Non-binary.
No,
Literally
I'm
I
bi-
think
non-binary.
it's someone with both, right? So it's
Yeah.
like
It's
a
literally non-binary, or maybe literally binary.
Yeah,
Mhm.
intersex has both sexual organs.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Muted.
Oh, yeah. He's not though, but we can't hear you, Geshe, even though you don't have a mute by your name. Thought it was just me.
Nope.
It's muted there.
Oh, sorry. It was muted. I think it's okay now.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay.
It's your turn, Geshe.
It's just that somebody comes along and says, if a person has a male sexual organ, they must be male. And then we say, well, what about a person who has both organs? Are they male?
Mhm.
And they say, oh, I didn't think of that. Okay. That's all. That's not a very, yeah. Yeah, it's all translated quite well. Yay. I don't know why we gave him this particular one. All right, here we go. Back to the Future. Nice translation, Stanley. Actually, no kidding. I don't usually say that if it's not true. Okay. Okay. Okay, if you agree that he is a male, that his sexual orientation is male, just because he has a male organ, even though he doesn't have both organs, then moyimbata.
Consider it a lady.
Well, then I guess he's not a woman.
Because it is a woman.
I guess he's a woman too.
Yeah.
Moyimbata. Why? Because he has a moam also.
There's a female section.
Yeah, he has a female sexual organ. So that guy said, anybody with a male sexual organ is male. And then we said, well, what about somebody who has both organs, which did happen throughout history. And then we say, well, it must be male, right? And they say, yeah. And then we say, okay, and he's male and he's female. And they say, I don't know. I would say, well, the same logic. He has a female organ, so he must be female. Okay. Okay.
Great.
Kiapa dun ki song. Okay. The fact that one implies the other, you have already accepted. Dunki means implicitly, not explicitly, but because of your first statement, you've accepted the second one. If they have the organ, they must have that identity. Dunki song means you in what do you call that? Implicitly, you have already accepted that. Not explicitly, but implicitly. You've already accepted that. Okay. Then if you agree, yeah, he's a female. Then pomo niga yamata.
Both male.
And he's male and female, right? And that's supposed to be impossible according to this guy, but it's not. All right. Okay. Now, this part of the Abhidharma, the opening sections of the second chapter are interesting for two reasons. Number one, we actually get Vasubandhu saying things about the Vaibhashika that they don't agree to. Like, he says, this is what they think, and they go, that's not what we think. So we finished that part. Now, what's interesting is Vasubandhu says, you know, on this question of the powers, the second school has always expressed some strong opinions. Let's throw those in. Let's talk about the second school's opinion, even though we're on the first school. Okay, so here we go. This is the sutrist position on the 22 powers. And there's a slight difference in the idea of why they are a power, which means there's a slight difference in the question of how do they assert their power. Yeah, cool. So here we go. Mix up. And who's checking you? Ellie's checking you right here, right now? Amazing.
Oh God, she's sitting behind me.
Yeah, if he says anything wrong, just hit him.
Mixok wambo nam churchen. Kyola wambo shejate. Kyo ju ki kampo tangbo nga nye.
Good.
Ranki sundung suksok nga tang. Jukpa yi ki che tachet la nipa chepala. Wang chepe nate tapu jupe chu.
Good. Nice. Okay. Let's go slow and let's relax. Okay. This is something we can understand. Okay. Mix sok wambo nam che. What's that mean?
Eyes.
Let's take the eyes.
And
Let's take all the powers.
yeah.
Okay. In fact, it means let's take these 22 powers. Okay. And let's take all these powers. Oops, I'm sorry. Kila wambo shejate. They are called wambo. Powers. And now he lists the reasons for each of the 22, and they don't really match the reasons given for the 22 by the Vaibhashika school. Slightly different. Some of them are not that different. Okay. The Dambonga.
The first five.
Yeah, the first five of six of them. Okay, the first five of the first six. Okay, they focus towards their own sungdung. They focus towards their own object of perception, and that's how they assert power. The eye focuses on visible things, the ear focuses on audible things, the nose focuses on smellable things. Okay, Rangi Sungdun. Sungdun means the object which they are grasping to. Okay. Now, what about number 6? That's a little bit different, right? How do you define the Yiki number Shepa, the awareness of your thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
It focuses on Tamte, Chitta. Everything in the universe, okay, is contained in the Dharma Dhatu. Your mind can think about everything, okay? Chepala Wang Che, okay? It asserts power. Awareness of your thoughts asserts power toward everything in the universe because it focuses on them. Okay. Now, how many of the powers has he finished?
6.
6. We got 6. Now let's see how he's gonna treat the next famous one. That's okay. Who's checking you is Tim.
Okay.
Yay!
Wangbo ni Chen Rang Ki Rang Xin La Wang Che Be Wangbo Sheja Be Moi Rang Xin Nga Ro Shen Batang. Oh, Mike again. Okay. Cheba Pola Semba. Is it better, Rob?
Yeah.
Cool. Semba Ni Tang Boy Rang Xin Te Ne Dokba Ni La Wang Che Be Na Te Ta Njo Be Che.
Nice. Okay. So let's take Homo Wamboni.
The power of male and female.
These two. Yeah, let's take these two. Now this is going to be slightly different presentation from the Vaibhashika. And you got to go back and look at that one to appreciate it. They Wang Che, they assert power towards their own Rangshin.
Their own nature.
Yeah, they assert power towards their own nature. And that's why we call them Wangbo. They are called powers because they assert power. What do they assert power? Their own nature. Okay. Meaning masculinity and femininity. Okay. So what's the nature of a mole?
Female.
What's the nature of a female? Their ngaro means their voice, okay, is shimba. It's softer. It's softer. Okay, not all the time. We know that. Okay. Ngaro shimba. Shimba means softer here. Okay, shimba dang. And this is very funny. And I'm offering $50 to Stanley with anybody's help. As far as their nature, their voice is softer. But as far as their chupa, they pola samba.
Stanley, you ready?
Yeah.
You got it?
Let's chupa.
I think as far as their activities,
how do they spend their day? How do they spend?
They think about hanging out with dudes.
Yeah, good. Yay. Okay, I hereby declare Stanley got $50 and he doesn't have to share it with word. Okay,
He doesn't. Good job.
This is only what guys think.
Hey.
This is only what Sautrantica guys think.
Oh, guys think about girls thinking about guys. I understand.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get to the Poirangshun. Okay. Oh, Sembanyi, by the way, Sembanyi means they spend all day thinking about it. It's only, right? Only. They just think about guys. I don't know if it's true.
It's not.
Yeah, shopping tonight. Okay.
It's not.
What's the Poirangshun?
The nature of a male, right?
Yeah, nature of male is dele dopa.
Just the opposite.
Yeah, just the opposite. They have a lower voice and they think all day about girls. That's why they're called male and female powers. Okay, good?
Yeah. So
okay, by the way, he's going slowly, very slowly through the 22 powers and giving us a different take, right? So we finished the 5 sense powers. And we already finished the mental power, which comes number.
Oh, yeah.
Which comes number 8 later, right? Or something
With the
like that.
life force.
Yeah.
That comes
And he wants to treat it back with the I and the rest.
Right.
Okay, so here we go.
Cool.
We're going on to the next one. Oh, I'm sorry. Now here's an interesting side note on what the second school thinks about the male and female power. He wants to give another note about the male and female power. They need church, and please read. And Xiaoping's gonna check you.
Now she has to think about it. Danny Chen, look one cha yinde. Look cha shable.
Chache. Chache.
Cha shele. Cha shele. Ju bei mo tang boy. Wang bo tak yin bei chen.
Okay, good. And then the sutras guys say, let's take those two powers. What are they?
Male and female.
Male and female. When you think about it, they are a cha of the Luki one.
Part of the body
Part
power.
of the body power.
Part of power number 5. The power of the body.
Oh, weird.
Skin and flesh, right? If you think about it, those are part of the body power. Why? Because they are made, because the male and female wangbo is made from the body part, body skin. Okay. So he says, yeah, you can call them a separate power, but actually they're just made of the 5th power.
Strange.
Because they are physical accoutrements of your body. Okay, really? All right. Okay. Yeah, and obviously that's what do they call it when they change the meaning of a term halfway through an argument?
Equivocation.
Yeah. He went from the power of the body which perceives tangible things to the physical stuff, makes up the male and female power, and then he changed the meaning of that to the organ. Okay, see what I mean? Not a very good argument. Okay.
And then the power has nothing to do with the organ. It's a vocal cord.
Exactly.
And it's mental activity.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay. Please read. And serious, you want to try? Soki Wambo.
Soki Wambo Chen. Wambo Shejate. Senchen Ki Pumboy.
Ringdar. Nice.
Nepala. Wang Chen Bei.
Okay, good. Hang in there, you guys. Last half hour. I'll give everybody 2 days off. Okay. Soki Wambo. Soki Wambo Chen. Let's take which power?
Life force.
Yeah, let's take the life force. I use like Ayurveda. I used to. Let's take the life force. We call it Wangbo.
It's a power. It's a force.
Yeah. Why? Because it Wang Chase over. It asserts power over the people's body and mind, continuing on in a similar type. Okay. The continuum of the same person, physically or mentally. That's the function of Soki Wangbo. Keeps you going as the same physical or mental being from day to day. All right.
Geshe-la.
Yes, troublemaker.
Yep. This raises a question because he says Semchengi Pumpo. So do Buddhists have these 22 powers?
Now that's a big question. What do you guys think? Do Buddhists have these 22 powers?
Sure.
I don't see why not. Do they have Sakcheki Pumbo? No, but they have Sakmeki Pumbo.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here we go. Who's checking? Jacqueline, you want to try? Just criticize every third word he says. Go, no, not that. Okay. Come on. Talk loud so she can hear.
Which line?
Sorway.
Sorry. Sorway Wambo Nam Tang Dak
Whoa.
Deso Ki Wambo
nga churchin.
Good.
Wangbo shechate
Nice.
ring shin kunne nyomong ba tan namba changwa la wangche bar de beche.
Do you guys notice that the two new translators have raised the pronunciation of all the other translators suddenly? It's kind of weird. Okay. Let's talk about those Sorwe Wombos. What's Sorwa?
So,
Power of feeling.
Yeah, the powers of
Feelings.
feelings. Okay. Let's talk about the 5 feelings: physical, pleasure and pain; mental, pleasure and pain; and neutral feeling. Okay. And then let's talk about the other set of 5, which starts with Depa. Shraddha, Virya, Smarti, Samadhi.
of faith.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Faith and the other 4. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about those 2 sets of 5.
Yeah.
We call them Wombo. We call them powers. We call them what powers? Because Rimshin, respectively, okay, respectively, they mess you up and they purify you. Okay. So respectively, they assert power over messing you up or purifying you. Okay. The first 5 are your feelings. They mess you up. They make you want things and hate things. And then the second set of 5, faith, what is it? Effort,
Smarti,
awareness,
Samadhi.
meditation, wisdom. Okay. They assert power towards your purification. Dubeche. What's that?
That's what they. Because they.
That's what they say because we are reporting
So,
Their
Yep.
school.
Interesting.
second skull. Good, good, good. Even the root text says they say. Okay. All right, let's push this down. Whoa, this is a long one. Word, can you check him?
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm taking a break.
Mishepa, kun shepa, chebe, wambotang. Kun shebe, wambotang. Te shintu, kun she dembe, wambo, nam churchin. Wambo shechate, ngame chima tang la, me, miyangde,
Yeah, good job.
miyangde ki, ba, gone pa.
Par.
Gone, gong to, topala, wang chet, xing,
Ching.
ching,
Ching.
ching. Sok de, tong gong, ki, bang,
Nice.
bangja, Ricky, bong ba, tang,
Pongwa.
bongwa, tang, bangwa, la,
Pangpa.
bang ba, lang, wang chet, bei chet.
Good. Nice.
Yay.
Hey, long sentence. He's talking about the last 3 powers. The one that makes you all knowing, the one that turns not knowing into knowing everything, Nishipa Kunshibi Chepa, the one that knows everything, and then the one where you have attained already knowing everything. Okay. Past, present, and future. Okay, Wambo Nam Church, and they're called Wambo. Why? Each one asserts power towards each later one. First one asserts power towards the second one. The second one asserts power towards the third one, etc. Okay.
etc. You got a problem at the end.
Yeah, I know. There's no etc. Okay, and they assert power towards going higher and higher, kongne kongdu, until you achieve nyangde, nirvana. Okay. What kind of nirvana? Sakme.
With nothing left.
With nothing left. What's that mean in the Abhidharma?
All 5 heaps are gone.
You blink out. You blink out. Okay. All right. Bemri Ginche. Okay. Konde kodo tepa wang cheshi. Now the root text said, etc. Now there's a problem with the Tibetan here. There's something wrong with the text. Okay. So this Riki at the end of the fifth line has to be wrong. S requires a K, right? RIGS requires KYI. And there's other problems here. This doesn't make sense, okay? But roughly, until we can fix the root text, okay, until we can fix the carving, they also assert other kinds of power. One, they help you get rid of the bad things that you get rid of by Tong and Gong. What's that?
You got it, Stanley. You were
Yeah.
about to say it.
Yeah.
Stanley.
Yeah. Yeah, good. What you get rid of at the path of seeing and what you get rid of at the path of habituation. Okay, good. What's the path before that?
Chorlam.
Yeah, Jorlam. So roughly, I forget who it was tonight, but it was a nice job. They kind of related these three to second path, third path, and fourth path.
We did third, fourth, and fifth, I think.
Not what we did, yeah.
Oh.
It
It was
Stanley's
Stanley.
as answered by Nick.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know because the five. Okay, yeah, the five powers are at the second path. Okay, maybe you can do it that way. Yeah, and then 3, 4, and 5 are these three powers. It's third path, fourth path.
Well, but then you have the problem then of the last power is supposed to have an influence on the next. So how does the power at Miloplam have an influence over the next?
Oh, it's obviously towards the continued existence of your final goal.
Which it does not, because you Pemrip Yun Chepa.
Oh. It's the continued existence of your lack of body and mind.
Oh, the continued existence of
Ooh.
of course, makes perfect sense.
I'm going to be then next week I'm going to be Sankhya. I'm graduating down. Okay.
Your continued non-existence.
Yes, did the sutras also say you blink out?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Okay.
I think they
I
do.
was wondering that.
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay, let's go, Stanley man. Nipa means Chang'e, okay, which means the number is fixed at 22. There's no more, there's no less. And this is an easy section. He gives you one easy section every week, so you don't quit. Here we go.
Okay. Nipa Wang.
What?
Chang'e, sorry.
Oh,
Nipa
okay, okay.
Chang'e la.
Nipa Chang'e la.
Chedak.
Chedak.
Chedak. Oh, Chedak. Chedak. Ma
Ma
Wa
wa
Tang. Tang. Du
Don't
De
get
Be
paid.
Lu Ni.
Okay, so the Vaibhashika school has an opinion on why there's exactly 22. And then the Sutras have a different opinion on why there's exactly 22. They both agree there's exactly 22, but for a different reason, I guess. Okay, here we go. And by the way, here we're going to have 2 parts. Please read.
Dit la Situng Tang. Tachepani.
Good. We're going to have explain in words, the meaning of the words. And then we're going to touch it. Then we're going to have a debate about it. Okay. First, we'll just present it. And then we'll have a debate about it. Here's the first one. Please read.
Rang Chen Sopna.
Right. Well, sorry. Who's checking you? Kramer looks like his ears are being offended.
I'm sorry. Changchen?
Changchen.
Changchen, sorry. Wambo near me soup mar bar. Tell nga tang kang lak tang dung tang bung ki wambo
Yeah.
Pongki,
Yeah, Pong. Yeah, Pong. Normal. Mhm.
Wangbo, Yang Yuk Beche.
Okay. Who's strong Jemba, Dr. Kramer?
Yeah, it should be the Sankhya's and some other guys, I guess, also.
Yeah, these are non-Buddhist counter school, often equated to the yoga schools. Okay.
Numerist in English?
Yeah, numerous. Yeah, they like to count things into 25 times. They say the number chang is mangepa.
Number
22 is mangepa. Yeah, that 22 doesn't hold. That number 22 doesn't hold. Why? You got more powers than what you listed. There's more powers. For example,
Make a smoothie for her.
speaking,
okay.
Kangba,
Walking.
your legs, okay. Lakpa,
Hands.
hands. Dome is an ancient word for
Your organ.
your sexual organ, okay. And pong is an ancient word for your asshole. Okay, don't tell Veronica I said a bad word. I just translated. Okay.
Penis is the word, yeah.
By the way, just for you scholars, it doesn't translate if you call somebody a pong. Okay. Nobody's gonna know what you're talking about.
What's the preferred translation, Geshe-la?
Word.
There are many synonyms. 12. Okay. All right.
Good luck with Stanley.
I mean, I would say, but I'm trying to control myself. Okay. So they say there's more. Okay, I want to prove to you guys that the Kangba is a power. Okay, you ready? What's Kangba?
Leg is walking,
Leg is-
running.
Okay, I'm gonna prove it to you guys. You ready?
We can't really see your phone though.
You have to stop the screen share.
Oh, stop the screen share. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Can't
This
see.
is important.
Oh, yeah. Usually you can press the. Can I press the?
Uh-oh, is someone gonna walk?
1, 2, 3, go.
Whoa, no way.
Oh,
So cute.
yay.
Oh,
That's my grandson. He's gonna be in the Olympics for baby walking. Okay. That's his first steps today, I gotta say.
Wow.
Now they're gonna be chasing him around like, oh my God, now he's getting into that. Okay. All right. So the Sankhya says all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more powers you should add. So 27. How's that? Okay. Shena, which means what? Shena?
They say.
If
You may ask.
Why do you ask?
if you say, now we're gonna fight him, right? Now we're gonna fight him. Here we go. Please read. And Vimala, come on, kick his butt. Kick his extra power.
That's a power.
Boom, boom, boom.
Rinjuk Patel. Senchen ki luk sen ki kyapa.
Hey, bar.
Kepati ki then chepe cha nekyu jikne yopa teta
Yupa. Yupa.
yopa teta tetek tang
Hey,
teta
duck, dong.
tang teta tang tung bar one boy chang tak kyang te net du shapeche.
Good.
Lovely, lovely.
Then we say, Kyun Mandu. Male.
No problem.
No problem. Kyun means wenti. Okay. Male wenti. Okay. There's no such problem. Why? Because we call something a wangbo when it provides an extraordinary support for the body or mind.
Oh.
A special support for the body and mind. And that's the only ones we count. So it's exactly 22.
Mm.
Okay. And that's how we make the number. it has to supply an extraordinary support for a living being's body or mind. Okay. And then he says, well, what's an extraordinary support? Okay.
There are 22.
And hey, word, can you check this guy? Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
They tell. Send
Wait, up or down?
Yeah, good question.
Up.
Good.
The tell.
Yeah, if you believe it, you go up. Yeah, that's how.
The tell.
Yeah.
Send nam.
Go on.
Eden nam shi chet be chat ne nik so wambo juk shak. Sen chen de pomoy chit chijak
Chejak.
be
Mhm.
ne pomoy wambo ni shak.
Good.
Sen chen shak. Sen chen ki pumboy rik chu.
Yin.
Gyun.
Gyone ba chepe chat ne sok ki wambo shak.
Good.
Sen
Nice, good.
kunne nyomon ba la chu shin wang chep
Ching.
ching ching wang chepe chat ne sok we wambo
Swordway.
sowe wambo na te nyomon yok ki
Choke.
yoki wambo chuk shin shala.
Okay, good.
Good.
Sorry for the long sentence. Okay. So the question was, how do the 22 powers provide an extraordinary support for the body and mind? Okay. Well, we shock, second line, we establish the 6 powers of the eye, etc. Eye, ear, nose, mouth, skin, mind. Okay, we establish those 6 because they provide the basis, or you can say foundation, ten nam shi, basis
然后伤口啊就很慢富裕啊，就变成发炎啊，人就要截肢啊这些。
of the mind. So they provide the basis of the mind. And okay, so your physical senses give your mind something to do, right? All right. The male and female powers are set or described as powers from the point of view, chane, from the point of view that they help make the distinction of people into male and female. Okay, so somehow that must be an important support of body or mind. Okay. And then the Soki Wangbo, the life power, keeps the flow of body and mind going. Okay, nepache. So it must provide a support for body and mind because it keeps it going. Okay, we can buy that. And Semchen Koni Nyomobala Churching Wang De Chane. Chane means from the point of view that they keep the mind messed up. Okay, they keep people messed up. We can say the 5 feelings are powers. Okay, that's also a power. Now he says something interesting. Therefore, we can say that there are 14 powers which contribute to nyomo, the messed up side of your life. Okay, 14 powers total contribute to the messed up part of your life. The 6 senses,
2
male, female, that's 8.
And then the life force.
Life force is 9.
Oh, and then the 5 feelings.
Yeah, and then the 5 feelings, 14, which leaves how many? 8 are going to be help you to get out.
Yeah.
Okay, opposite of mess up. And that's an anticipatory translation, which unfortunately we do have time to do. Okay, Tim, let's go.
Nam Jiang Yang
Namjang.
Namjiang Di
Tim's checking.
Kyu Sok Bei Wang Du J Nei Dak Sok Wang Des Bo Nga Tang Namba Yang Wei Jiang Wei Ngobo Ke Ngobor Ke
Or
Oh sorry Ngobor Ke Xing Wang Che Ba Tang Dembe Chan Chan Ne Dream Me Ki Wang Bo Sung Shak Ching
Nice, Ching.
Hey,
He got that Ching. He nailed that Ching.
Kuo Wei Juk Ring Wang Ki Chuk Xing Tang Xi Chuk Xi Tang Dok Ring Ki Wang Ki Jia
Get. Okay, good. So Namjang Gyu Tsokpa, if you're trying to bring together all the causes you need to clean yourself up, Namjang, okay, for purification. Well, we can count faith and the other four. By the way, that's a good way to translate faith.
So
You could say the five that include faith, or you can translate it as faith and the other four in normal English. Okay, so don't get misled by the five here. You always have to think it might be faith and the other four. So faith and the other four, they help you collect the causes for purification. Okay, and they also and now the last three, Tri Meki Wambosum. Okay, this is an idiom in the Abhidharma. The three Vimala powers. Hi Vimala, hi Matik, hi Vance, hi Deki. Okay. The three Vimala powers. What's that mean?
Unstained.
Yeah, those last three, right? The one that makes you pure, the one that is pure, and the one.
This understanding, turning.
Yeah.
Understanding.
Okay, good. Okay, so those last three, their essence is namjang, purity. Their essence is purification. Okay, and so they assert power towards purification. Okay, and there's three distinctions here, and you gotta feel it. Okay, one is ke. What's ke mean? Start. Start. Begin. One is Wang Che, asserting power, and one is possessing. So the last three powers are sometimes distinguished from each other in the sense of the beginning of purification, the purifying, and then possessing a purification which has already begun. Okay, so the last three powers, which are the powers of enlightenment, are described as starting the process of purification, asserting purification, and then having a finished purification in your hand. Okay, good. So they're called how the three final stainless powers are powers, and they provide an extraordinary support for your body and mind. Okay. Now he's going to have a summary, which is perfect timing. And then we can stop for the night. And I'm giving everybody 2 days off. I don't care where you are. Okay. He summarizes 14 korwa and 8 doko. If Stanley can get it, we can all go home.
You can do it, Stanley.
The 14 is the samsara.
Korwa. Yeah, they get you into samsara, jugrim. 14 get you started on your happy path through the endless cycle of existence. Okay. 8 of them don't buy that happy path. Reverse it. Yeah, they turn it back, and you come off of the wheel. You get off. You turn back. 14 for getting into the wheel, 8 for getting out of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yay!
This is supposed to imply that the 5 Legi Wangbo don't do either of those, maybe the Karmendriyas, the
Oh yeah. Your anus, your leg, your hand.
Hey, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Yeah, they don't. What Ben's saying is, what this is implying is that we believe that somehow the 22 have more power than the others that he listed, or they don't function in the same way.
They're extraordinary.
What's happening next, Stanley? What's happening down there? Nipa. Tachepa. Then we're going to have a nice debate. Somebody's going to get to debate about it. Okay.
Cool.
Nick, you want to say any goodbye or?
Yeah. You have a couple of farewells. I mean, hopefully we'll all make it back. It's just a couple days, but first of all, thank you, Geshe Michael. That was a really amazing first half of the term. Thank you so much. And thank you for the background information that you're giving in those classes. I think it's really helpful for a lot of people. I'm trying to slow myself down because we have translators. And all I really want to say is thank you, everybody, for coming. Thanks for sticking it out. A lot of people are paying attention and learning, and it's exciting. So feel free to chime in if you know stuff when we don't too. You don't have to let the crickets chirp if you know the answers to Upala's questions, because they're hard, and Ben's and mine and Stanley's. I want to offer an extra special thank you, of course, to Geshe Michael. And then, of course, some people that are working really hard that we don't see is the translators, Pure Gold. Thank you so much. You guys are always amazing. Hasso and the Spanish translation team, Juan Hasso and the team, thank you so much. And Ana Elia organized Romanian translation. Thank you guys. And Ina organized Russian translation. And a big group of Russians to watch when they're awake, so they don't have to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning or something to get. So thank you guys for all that you're doing. And especially a new person on our team is Francisco. And he has been setting up all the translation and archiving the recordings and making them available to you and us so that we can make our quizzes and things like that. So Francisco, are you here? Can you turn your camera on so we can see who you are? And he's from San Luis Potosi, is that right?
Yes, that's right, Nick. Give me a second.
Yeah, what's that? Who said that?
Francisco.
Oh, cool. I don't see him, but great. Yeah, I used to live in that city, so I just thought that was kind of cool. So thank you so much for all the work that you're doing, and please keep helping us because we need you. And thanks, Tim, for pulling him on board. Tim used to do that stuff, but now he's got to do other things like pay attention and learn to translate. Hey, Francisco.
And thanks to Tim and Osiris for filming all of the special classes in the last few days. Thank you, guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm glad that you're around, Osiris.
And the yoga teachers too.
And yoga teachers, all you yoga teachers have been jumping in and teaching. That's awesome.
And Itree's mom, who buys dinner for the whole crew.
Oh, yeah.
Nor, thank you. And that's exciting that he learned to walk.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Have a good break. I don't want to keep you any longer because we got a lot more hard work to do after the break. So thank you, Geshe Michael.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, Juanan. Have a good rest. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See you.
Pangango.